There's a coastal footpath in southwest England that's over 1,000 kilometres long. The most beautiful leg of the trail begins at St Ives, a fishing village in Cornwall. And this is where Bradley Mayhew is meeting Paul Simmons.
Bradley. And you, Paul? Yeah, Thank you very much. Good to be here. Nice day.
Well, we've got some good weather for you and some good walking.
You've done your job well already. Good.
No problem. Come this way.
All right.
For over 15 years now, Paul has accompanied hiking enthusiasts from around the world. On the coast of southwest England, the demand for hiking guides has been increasing steadily. A continuous long-distance trail, the Coast Path was opened in the 1970s. Most of it, however, is much older. Long ago, the narrow path was used by smugglers and shipwreck plunderers. Today, hikers walk it for the beautiful wild coastal scenery of Cornwall.
I would say I'm particularly looking forward to this hike, being on my own home turf. I spent a lot of time learning about foreign countries, so it'll be nice to actually learn about my own neck of the woods this time. And I love the sea. I live a long way from the sea, so it'll be lovely just to be following the coast and speak my own language for a change, which will be, hopefully will make things a little bit easier.
Pendeen Lighthouse is the first of many lighthouses on the coast path. The rugged coastline with its cliffs and reefs is dangerous, especially when visibility is poor.
Well, Bradley, this is a good example of why there will be a lighthouse close by. This is called the Three Stone Oar Reef, and it has been a site of many of these shipwrecks here, of which there will be thousands along the coast here. Well, Bradley, this is a really good example of how many shipwrecks we actually have. Each individual one here is a shipwreck. This is the whole of Cornwall. You start at the south coast, head down to the Lizard, the southernmost point, all the way around to Land's End. And where we are is Pendeen Watch. You can see how many there are out there. And you go further up towards St Ives and the north coast. Well, there's a couple of reasons why there is a definitive coast path. One is the shipwrecks, and one is the smuggling. Now, with the smuggling, there's lots of coves here, quite hidden, and people would use the coast, and they knew the little paths that they could create so they could bring all their contraband up from these coves. The other thing is with the actual shipwrecks here, people will be following the shipwrecks all the way around. So in the end, all they did was they linked all these bits of the path up, and they created one whole coast path.
The coast path in the southwest of England runs for 1,014 kilometres and is the longest coastal hiking path in Europe. A 280-kilometre long section runs from St Ives along the cliffs of Cornwall to Plymouth. Tin and copper mining is as closely tied to the history of Cornwall as seafaring. In 1850, two-thirds of all the copper worldwide was mined on this coast. The countless mines employed up to 50,000 workers.
I mean, wherever the tin and copper lodes were in Cornwall, that's where the miners would follow. Right. And this is a great example. They would actually have a vein here that's 70 to 80 degrees out there. They would go a mile out there and they'll be in cramped conditions. It will be hot, it will be dark. The fact that it's actually 70 to 80 degrees means that just above their head, they could hear the actual rocks rolling on the seabed right above their heads. It's quite amazing.
The remnants of Cornwall's mining industry are now listed as a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site. On the second day of hiking, Bradley and Paul reach one of the most striking places on the coastal trail, Land's End, the most westerly point of mainland England.
Well, Bradley, we've made it 20 miles from St Ives.
Okay.
And this is the furthest part west that we can go.
This is the end of the world, is it?
Well, yeah, it's the end of the UK, and over there, the Cornish miners would say, is the next parish.
Water, and then America.
That's it.
Well, that's where I live. 5,000 miles that way.
Right. Well, let's make a move for it.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
Okay.